I told you guys I was going to talk about the Iron Claw and I didn't. Listen, we'll do it right now. Well, I'm going to talk about it right now. So the Iron Claw um movie, let me talk about. I saw it. So I don't know, in like America and most places they got it on Friday. Where I live at, special, I don't know why, but where I live at, I can go see them like the night before it always debuts. Like if you go check it out at night, you can see these flicks a night before the actual debut day. I don't know, whatever you call it. But yeah, so I saw it the night before like everyone else did. Like was tweeting about it as far as like most of the people even like in the business that I see. So yeah, I got to see it the night before and it was a pretty goddamn good movie. It was pretty emotional, not as emotional as I thought, like it's A24 Pictures, so they don't their budget was like 15 million, and you got to think most of that was just salary. Most of that was just paying Efron and that guy, I forget his name, but he's in The Bear. He's a tremendous actor. I think he might have been in that Shameless show as well. Maybe I'm wrong, but he's tremendous. And you got to think like most of that was probably, they probably had to pay WWE a little bit for some of that footage, and who knows, right? Like I'm sure, yeah, I'm sure most of that just went to like salary for fucking actors and stuff. So, but I don't know. The movie didn't. Now it drew like 2 million the opening weekend. I think 2.4 something, which is like this company. Did I call it A20? I think it's A20. I can't remember, A26, A24, whatever. But they are promoted to, or promoted. Sorry guys, buzzing as fuck. They are devoted to doing these wrestling pictures. They've already optioned some other stuff, and they're really all about like getting wrestling movies made and shit. Good. We need more of it. We need more of it. And so I'll just break down this movie a bit. What I liked about it was everybody just looked like the people in real life. Like it was fucking crazy, especially like David Von Erich and shit. MJF appeared in it for 2 seconds as Lance Von Erich. I thought that would be like more of a plot point to it all. Like, oh, we bring in the other brother to make, Fritz look more like an asshole than he already came across. Maybe that's why they pulled it out, because they were like, it'll make him look too much like an asshole. But they just kind of show Zac Efron tagging with a bunch of people like, oh, it got cut out. But like, you're obviously not very aware, because it was clearly in that scene where that guy with the grotesquely ugly blonde wig was doing the drop kick and flexing. That was MJF. And it's doing a slow motion, but he's kind of out of frame, unfocused. And then they kind of do like a slowly zoom into Zac Efron where he's like reaching his hand, tag me, and then MJF doesn't tag him and just goes for the pin, and so he's like, yeah, haha. And they didn't really dive too much into that, unfortunately. But either way, the movie was great though. It was good for if you don't know who the fuck. My girl loved it. If you don't know who the fuck they are, you can understand it and digest it. For a real Mark Smark like me, it felt a lot like the Tupac movie, where they were just like, this happened, then this happened, then this happened, then this happened. You don't really see what happened or understand the nuances behind some of the things too much. But this movie, The Iron Claw, it wasn't like the greatest movie ever made, but it's a movie that's needed. And it's needed as far as, I don't know. Let's keep making stuff about wrestling, man. It's some of the greatest stories ever told take place in pro wrestling, and that's across any fucking universe, any galaxy, any Milky Way, any star, any rock that they call Earth, any fucking television show, movie, or podcast. And speaking of podcasts, folks, this has been the holiday special.